What up? It's Pleasant Prophet. All right, this is dream 4. I had this dream on April 20th of 2023, and I had 10 others the same year all in the spring. All right, so 4/20/2023, I'm alone outside in the front yard of my house at Travis Point, 5072 Timberview Court, Saline, Michigan, to be exact. My dad built the home in like 78. So I'm out on the lawn, at the head of the driveway. There was like a big tree there, and I'm kind of standing under it when the dream started. I'm just chilling. I don't know what I'm doing, staring at the ground or just enjoying being outside or something. And then my eye caught something. The sky didn't look right. It was all nice blue day, but then all of a sudden I noticed half the sky turned completely red, like blood red, looked like fire. Amazing. I've never seen anything like it. And it was a perfect straight line just from one side of the sky to the other. But there was like some trees by the side of my driveway and some, houses next door. So I was trying to walk out into the middle of the lawn so I could get a better look at everything. As soon as I get out into the middle of the lawn, like 4 or 5 helicopters, green and black, went whizzing over my head, kind of startled, scared the crap out of me enough to make me stop dead in my tracks and kind of like cower down a little bit and like look up, like, and because I didn't hear them until they were whizzing by because they were so low. But they basically came right over my house, right over my rooftop, and right over that tree I was standing under, and they were heading toward the red sky. So they were doing the same thing I was doing. They were trying to get a better look at it. So I take like 4 or 5 steps out into the middle of the grass. That happened, so I stopped, and then I think I went back to look at the sky again because it was cool looking. But this time, when I looked back, the scene switched, and everything turned green. Like the sky turned green. There was no green or red and blue anymore. It was just green sky, green air. You could see the air. It was thick. It was like misty looking or foggy looking, and it looked green. And you could taste metal in the air, like if you've ever put like a battery to your tongue and you get that taste, you know what I'm talking about. It's like metal, like my mouth tasted instantly like metal. So this was like while I was out in the middle of the lawn, walking away from that tree, away from the garage. So I held my breath as soon as the air tasted like metal, and I turned around and started to, move shuffle toward the house. And then as soon as I started doing that, shuffling toward the house, this kid appeared, this young girl appeared, not young, I don't know, a small girl appeared hanging from my neck, like dangling in front of me, hands clasped behind my neck. So she's like just dangling in front of me, and her legs were right in the way of my knees, so I couldn't run. So I was like, oh man, I gotta do something. So I'm still holding my breath. I reach down, I grab her legs, I pull them up above my waist. That way I could run freely. And as soon as I started to, get moving, get some speed again, running, I woke up mid-run. And I wrote it down and I was like, what the heck is that? And then I looked up 420 in the Strong's Concordance. And it means enduring of ill, forbearing, and patient. So the Strong's Concordance 420, 420 is actually a good number when it comes to the Hebrew words, because some of the Hebrew words are not associated with good. So what else? I think that was everything I wanted to go over. I don't know why I wrote down Strong's 822. I don't know, but when I first read 2 Kings 2:11 for the first time, I was like, what? So when Elijah got raptured, there was like, I guess half the sky like turned like blood red, like that's what it's described as. Read 2 Kings 2:11. When I read that, I was like, that sounds exactly like what I saw in my dream. And in the dream, usually things are symbolic, so I wasn't expecting one day to see half the sky just turn blood red, but now I don't know. Now I'm like, if that's what it looked like when Elijah was taken up into heaven by a whirlwind of fire horses and whatever else it said. I wish I had the verse pulled up, but I'll put it in the video. But yeah, that was the dream. What do you guys think? See you later.